welcome back. All right, so without much ado, let's get into designing a data center because, of course, when users connect to the network from here, they want to be able to go through the core and to get to the core services there may be. And so, in an enterprise campus network, you would find things like Active Directory from Microsoft, print services, email services like Exchange, so things like Outlook, and if you have file services, SMB, um, Skype for Business, or in the old days, Link, you would have a lot of on-prem services which a user needs access to. But the idea is that uh, there will be some resilience. So if this main big boy, core A, plays up or goes down or goes through maintenance or standoff, the traffic that used to go up northward this way will now go northward that way and still get to the resources necessary. And so um, let's assume that we have, why don't we duplicate this layer here and we will call it, let's make a letter style, change the colors a bit, so it's important to do that from time to time. Select, let's do a fill color, not too fussy now, dash, apply, okay. Alright, so that's our, in fact I am fussy now, let's style it up a bit more, let's make it wide. Little data center. Let's take in a server. So I'm gonna put this device here, and whilst we're here, why don't we just change the symbol to it represent classic. Let's go to server, apply, okay. Alright, and we want this to have a root to it and at the same time that to have a root to it. So why don't we stick, first and foremost, we may need to add more networks in here. So I'm going to stick a switch in here. And there are many ways you can design this, but because these switches are dumb switches and they cannot do OSPF and all, I'm basically going to create routes here, participators in OSPF, and this router would now be able to go in that direction. In that direction, it's my west direction. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use so definitely this is the first switch, and then come this way and same interface, and that's the second switch. Let's take this lower and connect and then this is going to be part of the network. So attention using for. So on this path, let's go through this. Let's just minimize it a little bit. Sorry guys. On this path, go into that collapses, you can use this route to go there. That's the whole idea. Now I can move this over there and cosmetically make it look amazing, but that's not the point. The point is to get you and I up to speed in designing this the right way and getting it to work the way we intended to do. So why don't you go ahead and get busy. So you know that these uplinks interface fast 4 nodes dedicated purely for the data centers. So why don't you go ahead and duplicate that and call this data center. Now I'm not worried about spelling too much. If you want to make it RE, it's up to you, but data center. So data center, let's say they have a different subnet completely. Let's do uplinks. So we've done 1 and 2. We can do 5 and 6. And then we can do yeah, let's just duplicate that. Duplicate this. The 0 plus 4. 4 network. Zoom 5 and 6. I've already used 8 network here, so, and I've used a 12 network, so why don't we use let's use the network, 100 network purely for data center uplinks. I'm trying to redeem myself from not considering that from the beginning. And that's 8 network. So uh, 5. And 6. Okay. So you see, a great deal of detail goes into this. So I'd rather you take your time and build it right, and then you can configure what you need to configure where the routing is concerned. So let's zoom this up a bit more. Beautiful. So 172.16.100 network goes across here. So that's 100 at 4, 108. I'm going to need 100 at 0 to be this network here, so I'll duplicate that. I want this to be the 100 dots. By the way, this is going to be a bigger one. And there's going to be a big subnet, so I've done 4 and 5, 5 and 6. I've done 8, 9 and 10, So I can go 20, 24. Now 20 times 24, what really is this going to be looking like? So it's 172, and let's do a bit of networking. 16.100 slash 20 and slash 24. Let's see what scope that covers. It covers 101 all the way. So I'm not going to use a subnet. Of course, that would defeat the uplink purpose. So what I'm going to do is I can do the lower scale. So if I do slash 25, and I do 129 as a minimum host and maximum 254, the subnet will be 100.128. So I'm going to do 100.128, and I'm going to do slash 25 because I only have about 100 or so servers, so 128 is more than enough. So I'm going to stick that in here. So the gateway for these guys is going to be okay, let's just this one. Duplicate that, and I'm going to use the maximum host. I'm going to use 254 as a gateway. 254 for all that network beyond here. Okay. Alright, so we got our subnets. Yeah, you have to be very careful when you're designing, because if I'd done slash 24, I've covered all these subnets, and then it would defeat the purpose of having a unique subnets where needed. But now this subnet is not the same as this one here. They're not in here. They're in a different scope altogether. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead here, turn that router on. Console in. Did I click on console, guys? Alright, let's have a look. Alright, TikTok, TikTok, what's happening? Don't tell me you're frozen on me. Okay, guys, we seem to have a little problem in here. Oh, here we are. Took a while. Okay. So that's router 1. Don't really need this anymore. Okay. Okay, so the host name is gonna be data center really, but let's not worry about that for now. Let's just do the IP addressing. Remember, I've not done this bit here and that bit over there, but let's just do the interfaces here. Okay, so interface f not, which is this one here. Description. Okay, IP address. So that's 5.255. We've not created a loopback yet, so let's think about that in a second. Control Z, const interface f0/1 description uplink to copy and then IP address, it's 172.16.100 and 8.9. It's no shot. So I've just saved the config on there, but what I need to do whilst I have a chance is think of the loopback. So I've done 10.10.10.10 for the access layer. Excuse me. So why don't we do something similar? So we've done 99 and 100 here. So why don't we do, for example, 90. I want to do 40 because I use F4 for all of it. So go back into the terminal. So Control C, guys. Exit is better. Interface loopback 0. IP address 10.10.10.40 255.255.255.255. No shot. Then X interface F4/0 description data center services gateway. IP address, very important, very important that you don't write it wrong this time. Okay, so it's 172.16.100. So it's 128 that starts from. So why don't I start from the gateway? Oh yeah, that's at 254.255.255.255.128. No shot. Control C. Show IP interface brief. Include up. So I've got all these interfaces. So F0 not, F0 F40, and then loop back. So we're good to go. Copy, run, start. Okay. All right. I'm trying to keep this this bit here quite short and sweet. So in the next video, we're going to configure our routing, and we'll make sure that anyone plugged in here on any different subnet is able to get all the way here. And if this link goes down, it should use that route across. If that route goes down, it can use that route across. And if this route goes down, it can go this way and go that way and go that way. So why don't you come back on the next video and let's take our time to finish off this server, maybe, okay, why don't you just do that now here? Let's start the server, and then let's do a console. So in Engineer 3, you can use this one pretend server. Look at this. It tells you how to set an IP address. So the IP address you're going to set is 172.16.100. I'm going to use 40 because I've used 4 a lot, and I'm trying to represent that one, and it's a /25, and my gateway is 172.16.100.254. Is that correct? Well, what checking is true. What did I think? 140. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, it's good. If you keep thinking of /24, that's what happens to you. So let me ping my gateway 172.16.100.254. And here you go. We already have connectivity. So that's a good thing. Okay. Alright. So guys, see you on the next video. This is the configuration of the data center and resilience interlinks from the cores and the access resilient interlinks up to the cores A and B. I shall see you on the next video. Thanks for watching, and be right back. See you soon.